Hi you all, welcome to my channel. Welcome back for you all that's been with me. For others, welcome. Please like, subscribe to my channel. My channel is very down to earth. It's for disabled people. It's easy and low budget. So today we're going to be working on a recipe called Messy Phillies. And what it's kind of like, it's like sloppy joe or sandwiches. The ingredients you'll need today for that recipe, I figured to do this recipe because it's Saturday, the day before Super Bowl, even though I don't have a team. But the ingredients you'll need is ground beef. You'll need a small onion, finely chopped, a green onion, small, finely chopped. You'll need Alfredo sauce. You go whatever brand you want to go with. You want to go with Ragu, Pregu, it's up to you. I'm going with the store brand, Kroger store brand. You'll need some steak seasoning. You'll need about a teaspoon of steak seasoning. You can go whatever brand of steak seasoning you like. If you like Grill Mates or whatever, your own homemade steak seasoning, go with it. I'm using Weber, the Chicago style steak seasoning. You'll also need some buns. I'm using mini buns because, like I said, I'm showing this video kind of for a little appetizer for Super Bowl, even though we can't meet together, but just a little appetizer for you to keep coming back and forth to. And once we can meet together again, you can make this for your family, your friends, as well as telling them about me, Nikki. Alright, so let's get started with this recipe. And by the way, I have not forgot about you all that's been following me, wanting to know when I'm going to make those hot chocolate brownies. Well, guess what? Tonight it's happening. After I get done with this video, we're going to take a little pause, get everything ready for the brownie recipe. So, for the brownie recipe, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, just in case you don't have something on hand. You'll need a box of brownie mix. You'll need 1 package of hot chocolate or cocoa mix. Or if you just have the cocoa in a canister, you'll need about a half a cup of that. An egg, butter, a little bit of vanilla, milk, and we'll get to start on that video as soon as we're done with the Messy Phillies. So I'm going to get my oven started, or my stove started up on a medium, a little above medium high. Get that warmed up. And I'm working with about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. The reason why it's in this container is because there was a sale on ground beef and we got a 5 pound, and we're not going to be making 5 pounds. It's just 2 of us eating tonight. And along with these Messy Phillies, we're going to have potato chips on the side. I'm going to have a pickle on the side as well. And we're just going to enjoy the rest of this Saturday evening. For you all that are the fan lovers of football, who are you going for? Leave me a comment down below. I don't have a team, like I said, that's going to Super Bowl. I don't even want to get into my team that I like as far as football, which I'm not really a big sports fan. I don't know all the plays and all that to keep up with it. Not saying I'm not interested in it, I'm just not into sports like that. But if I had to choose a team for the Super Bowl, I might get this guy's name wrong. He's on the Buccaneers, I believe. Number 56, I can tell you that. The last name is Roaches. And the reason why I just say that team is just because he grew up in Hardin County, and I grew up in Hardin County, so I was just like, hey, root for where I grew up at, and that'll be the one I guess I'll root for if I have to. But we're not playing any games or any Super Bowl functionings. We're not doing any of that. We're just going to stay home, watch it, and that'll be about it. See who's going to win. So my pan is getting nice and hot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute my green peppers and onions with my ground beef once that starts browning up a little bit. You can go ahead, if you like to go ahead and saute your vegetables separate, that's fine. Or if you want to leave them raw, that's fine. It's up to you. I also want to dedicate this video to my family in New Jersey. We used to eat Philly cheesesteaks up there all the time, and I sure miss them. So I'm dedicating this video to my family in Jersey. But there ain't nothing like those Phillies hoagies up in Jersey. And we don't have anything like that around here. We used to have a place called Trojan's Den that back in my days we used to go and hang out at. I didn't hang a whole lot out there, but when I did, I had a good time. And that was as close of sub sandwiches or hoagies, whichever way you like to say it, as close as the Jersey sandwiches I've ever had. So this recipe is nothing even compared to that either. So just to let you know, it is like a sloppy joe. Like I said, it's quick, it's easy, it's something kid friendly. They might not like the peppers or onions, and you can leave that out and it'll still be fine. But it is quick and easy, a good weekend meal to have when everybody's around busy and everything. You could also put this in the crock pot, keep it warm. Everybody can come here and there and get it. So I'm going to go ahead and add my ground beef in. And we'll begin to start chopping that up because we do want smaller pieces. Not making meatballs or anything like that. We want fine chopped pieces. And like I said, once the browning process starts for our ground beef, we'll add our green pepper and onion. Like I said, that was a small onion and a small green pepper. Sorry it took so long for this video to come out, but it came right on time. Just like the Lord, He comes right on time. And what a better way to have like a slider sandwich and stuff, sit back with your chips and dip, watch the game. But we were in quarantine and just got out of quarantine, and I tell you, it's something. I had cabin fever. Even though I'm not used to I haven't been going out before we had the quarantine. It's just hit me. I don't believe it was a Monday. I was so ready to get out of here. But I got out today, and my husband took me to go get my hair done. So I'm feeling pretty good, getting that fresh air. Taking some steps down my stairs. And it's been a pretty good day. I hope you all are having a wonderful day as well. So it's starting to brown up here. We're going to drain this excess fat off of here before we put our peppers and onions in too. I think somebody had a recipe like this years ago, but I'm not too sure what the ingredients was. This is something I came up with a long time ago. When my kids were a little bit smaller, or a lot smaller. I made it one time. And I haven't really tried making it that much often. But I've been thinking of ingredients and different recipes that I just created on what I had in the house at the time being, and that's the way I come up with stuff. Just start going in the kitchen experimenting. You never know what you might come up with. You like it, then feed it to somebody else, they like it, and then make it again for somebody else. Before you know, you got a whole household liking it, just from you experimenting in the kitchen. But we're getting this pretty brown. It's getting nice and cooked up. We're just gonna let that hang out. And once this get browned up, I'll be back to show you all what it looks like. Once it's cooked and drained, we'll get to getting some seasoning going on, give it some flavor. Get the sauce going. It'll be ready to go on a bun. I'm telling you, it's that simple. Alright, I'm going to let this hang out right here for the rest of this to get browned up nice and finely. Remember, you all, I don't want those big chunks in there. You want it chopped up. See, like this one, it's trying to stay all together. You don't want that. Smash it up and then leave it alone. Let it cook. Let it do its thing. Alright, you all, I'll be back as soon as this gets browned up. Alright, you all, I'm back. My meat has browned up beautiful. So at this point, set this to the side. You're going to add about a teaspoon of your favorite steak sauce. Seasoning, I'm sorry. And I got just about a teaspoon in mine left. So I put that on my grocery list. And like I said, I'm using the Weber Chicago Steakhouse seasoning. You're going to give that a quick stir. I'm making like a little circle right here just because I'm ready to put my peppers and onions in. And like I said, these are roughly chopped. Not real big chunks, but there might be a couple of chunks in there, which we don't mind. We like pepper and onions. And like I said, if you don't like them, don't put them in there. You don't have to. It'll still be good. And then you're going to go with a tablespoon of your favorite steak sauce. And I just eyeballed mine. If you want more in there, put more. If you want less, put less. And you're just going to give that a quick stir until our onions and peppers get kind of soft. Still having a bite to them. We want a little bite to ours. At least that's the way I make mine. So give that a stir so all those flavors can get mixed in together. The onions, the peppers, the steak seasoning, which probably has garlic powder or some type of garlic in there. Got your pepper, your salt. And that's all you need. It's just that steak seasoning. We're not going to use any more seasoning. We're going to leave it just like so. Like I said, next coming up after we get these Phillies made is those hot chocolate brownies. So they're in for a treat. You know, you can make this for tomorrow. Super Bowl. Like I said, put this meat mixture with these veggies in the crock pot and your sauce. Keep it warm. Keep coming back and forth to it while you're watching the Super Bowl and watching the commercials and so forth. We're going to let that hang out and cook a little bit. And I'm going to cook this. I want to point out something. I know that my aunt and there's a couple other people that were interested in some of the techniques that I use to cook being disabled and some of the tools that I use. Well, Christmas time, I think I mentioned it, my husband bought me a cutting board. And this is a one-handed gadget disabled cutting board. I love it, and I know my aunt was interested in it, so I want to show her. It sits up high, which I love. It has drawers that come out. You can cut your stuff, get it in, and it comes with the containers and lids. They also have graters that come on. You put it on top, and your product, whatever you're making, can fall in the bowl. The thing that I don't like about this is, like I said before, I don't have that much counter space, so it takes up some room. And I don't like that part. But I have not used the graters or anything. Yeah, just chopping on the board itself. But I just wanted to give everybody a look at that. There is tools and gadgets out there for one-handed people and disabled people. A lot of them are on Amazon, which I've noticed. I mean, if anybody else knows of anywhere else to buy products, please let me know in the comments below. Again, I want to say thank you to you all for coming out, coming to watch me make another amazing, easy, budget-friendly meal. Please try it. Tell your family, your friends, everybody you know about Come On Cooking with Nikki, so they can get on our easy task of cooking. Just come on in the kitchen and cook with Nikki. So that is cooking up perfectly. My onions and green peppers, you can see they look like they are getting right texture of what I'm wanting. And it smells amazing in here. You guys, it's getting there. Those peppers and those onions and whatever it's all in. Steak seasoning and steak sauce, it is smelling delicious. And you gotta try this recipe. It's so simple, it's so easy, and it's so budget friendly. You might even have some leftovers after lunch tomorrow or something, or maybe even eat some more for dinner, or I mean the day after, if you're making it for the Super Bowl. Eat it on Monday. Okay, at this point, we're going to go in with our sauce. Now I have 2 jars of the Alfredo sauce. I might just be using 1. I might just be using 2 or 1.5. It all depends. And feel free to get you some other kind of cheese that you want to have on your Philly. I'm also going to toast our buns tonight. So we're just going to pour this Alfredo sauce in here. And what I got, the jar that I have, like I said, is the Kroger brand, the 4 cheese Alfredo sauce, and it's a 16-ounce can. So we're going to get that in there. And I'm going to check and see the consistency of the sauce of what I would want for us to eat on tonight. And I can already tell I might need a little bit more. To get that all stirred in there. Look how delicious that looks. Sloppy Joe look-alike, but messy Philly, Nikki style. No, I might not need no more sauce. I think I'm just about there. At this point, you're going to want to try your sauce, see if you need any more sauce, you think, or steak seasoning or steak sauce. Oh, it smells so good in here. I haven't really ate anything all day, so I am starving. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down. Crank it on low because we are not just ready to eat. I think I'm going to put on my PJs and sit back on the couch and eat me a Philly then and then probably fall asleep. I'm going to try my sauce. Or my meat mixture. Mine is right. It is tasting like a Philly cheese sloppy joe. Seriously. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm smacking. I just caught myself. This is delicious. I can't help but express. You gotta try this. Alright, we're gonna let this just simmer. I'll be back and show you how my plate is plated up. See you in a minute. Hi, you all. I'm back and I got my messy Phillies plated up with my chips and my pickle. Like I said, this is what we still have left over. Like I said, sometimes it's enough to make for lunch the next day, or maybe even have for dinner, depending on how many people you're feeding. But look at those peppers, those onions, that cheese sauce. And I've been working on this recipe, you all, and I will tell you, this is the first time that I use the off-brand for Alfredo sauce. I use the Kroger brand, like I said. It's a 4 cheese, and I find this one to be a lot better than using the name brand. So I recommend using the off-brand. I think because the name brand has so many seasonings and stuff in it, and it's a little too salty for my taking in. But I also want to tell you all, I toasted my buns and I had some mozzarella cheese, sliced cheese by Kraft, in my refrigerator. So I put a square cheese on the top and a square cheese on the bottom. And I just want to show you all this goodiness looking like Philly cheesesteaks. I hope everyone has a happy Super Bowl. God bless and good night.